professor at college one time who said sometimes we take photographs unconsciously before we take them consciously. And I've actually found that to be true, because when I first started my loss project at school, I started it as like a form of art therapy to offer people. So I thought, oh, well, this will be good. You know, people who've gone through grief and loss experiences, I'll let them, you know, model in the shoot, and then I'll give them the photograph after. I'll also interview them about their loss experience, so it will be cathartic, therapeutic for them.
People often ask me when I was growing up for years, you know, what are you? When you do that to someone, you might just think it's an innocent question, like you're just kind of curious why they look the way they do, but it can make the person feel very alien, like they don't belong. And over time, it really can eat away at your self-esteem, and you just feel like you don't have a place.
When I was 30 years old, my dad died of cancer, and we were very close. I was actually closer to him than my mom, so it was hard when he died, very, very hard. He had been, I don't know, like a rock in my life, and when you don't have a rock, it's hard to do life. So it took me a long time to figure out how to do life without him. I had always wanted to be married, and I never got married, and I always wanted to have kids, and I never had kids, so those were the things that made me sad. And then it wasn't until I had been doing the shoots for probably about 2 years that I was like, you know what, I think this project is really kind of about me and my own grief, about my father dying, about my life not turning out like I thought it would. And so she was right. What I was shooting unconsciously became conscious. The way this American dystopia evolved was I was moving from California to Mississippi by myself, driving a 20-foot truck across country. It took me 5 days to get here. And of course, just like every day of my life, if I see something interesting to photograph, I stop and take a picture of it. And there was this old hotel across the street that was completely abandoned. And I was like, here we are in this country with thousands and thousands of homeless people, and here's a hotel sitting here completely empty and nobody's using it. How ridiculous is that? Then there was this sign that someone had put in front of the hotel of like a furniture sale or something, and it was kind of flapping in the wind, and it was made with pink spray paint. And I don't know, something about like the sunset was pink, and then the pink spray paint of that sign, you know, kind of flapping, and then this abandoned hotel. Says something about like our capitalist society. You've got this falling apart hotel that could be used for a good purpose, but it's not, because nobody's going to make money off of it, so God forbid we do things that don't make money. I don't know, it kind of made me angry. I mean, I literally was in the car for like hours every day, and I just did not feel like listening to any kind of music or audiobooks or anything. I just had like silence every day for 5 days. In California, in order to have Medicaid, you can't make more than $17,000 a year. So everyone's poor. No one has money. Everybody is fighting to have housing or does not have housing. And it's just an outrage that this country that's so rich, we can't take care of people. We can't give people a place to rest. We can't give them medical care. We can't make sure that their teeth aren't rotting, that they have a meal every day. There's absolutely no excuse for that. And I do have a lot of anger about it. And I just decided I'm going to document this.
After having had such a negative experience of growing up in the South and carrying a lot of resentment toward it, being in Oxford has really helped that just melt away. I wouldn't say I necessarily feel like an insider by any means, but I don't feel like an outsider, and I think that's the most important part. I feel like there's a place for me here, and the longer I'm here, I carve out a little more space for me. I've made a variety of friends, young people, old people. I really like diversity. I really seek it out, and I think because of that, it makes my life a lot richer.